everyone, and welcome to another episode of Crafty Beer Reviews. Today, I will be reviewing Epic Brewing Big Bad Baptista. So this is one of two brand new variants on their Big Bad Baptist Imperial Stout, which, if you guys haven't checked out, is a great beer. As a matter of fact, I have reviewed that one. I think it was batch 10, and they're in the 70s or 80s now, so it was a very long time ago. I've had it quite a few times since then, though, and really delicious stuff, so definitely worth checking out. But in 2016, Epic is finally doing two new variants. This one is using Mexican coffee. They're using cocoa nibs, just like in regular Big Bad Baptist, and then they are also using vanilla and cinnamon for this one. So it's kind of cool. They're using like the Mexican coffee, they're using the vanilla and cinnamon as kind of new things, and then this is aged 100% in whiskey barrels. So yeah, really looking forward to this one. This is a part of their rare release, as they're dubbing it. Let's go ahead and check out the aroma. Oh yeah, big chocolate right up front, very rich. Yeah, it kind of has that like fudgy brownie, almost like chocolate cake kind of smell. Definitely getting some of the vanilla. There's definitely some of that vanilla sweetness, and I think that adds to that kind of whole like chocolate cake kind of smell. I'm getting hints of cinnamon, not super strong. Yeah, there's definitely cinnamon, but it's not over the top, which is nice because I think cinnamon is one of those adjuncts that you can just go way over the top and it can be way too much, but it smells very much kind of nuanced in here. I don't really get any whiskey or any kind of like barrel character to this one whatsoever. I'm not sure how long they're aging it. Definitely getting some coffee too, but it's not super strong. It's not like regular Big Baptist where it is just a coffee bomb with some chocolate and a little bit of bourbon. Yeah, cinnamon's very light, but you know what? That's cool. Guys, let's go ahead and check out the taste. Oh, wow. So just like in the aroma, first and foremost, I'm getting big chocolate notes. Again, it's almost kind of like just straight up chocolate cake, especially with that vanilla sweetness in there. I'm getting lots of chocolate. It's very rich. It's mostly a bittersweet dark chocolate, but there are kind of hints of a sweeter milk chocolate note too. Wow. Second sip, I am actually getting a lot more cinnamon. Wow, that's kind of crazy actually. Yeah, I'm getting a decent bit of cinnamon. Really wasn't super noticeable in the nose. Excuse me, it wasn't super noticeable in the first sip, but that second sip, definitely lots and lots of cinnamon. Definitely big chocolate though, decent amount of vanilla, which I kind of like too. And then after all of that, you get the coffee. The coffee is definitely a lot more subtle than I'm used to with the whole Big Bad Baptist, because that's usually one of the biggest kind of notes in there. And you're definitely getting some coffee, some kind of roastiness, even a little bit of roasted malts, but the coffee is not as prevalent as in the regular version. Yeah, and again, there's not much in the way of, you know, the whiskey or the barrel notes. I'm getting a little bit of dryness, but I think a lot of that is definitely coming from, one, the roasted malts and some of the Mexican coffee, and I also think it's definitely coming from some of the cinnamon too, because there is a decent bit of cinnamon in this one. I mean, it's a lot stronger than the nose, and that kind of surprises me a lot, because in the nose it wasn't super strong, definitely more so. Really nice beer. I am a little disappointed the coffee is not bigger, and I'm also disappointed that the barrel character is so light, and just the whiskey notes in general. I mean, I get a little bit of whiskey, but it's very faint and basically zero barrel character. That being said, it's thick, it's chewy, it's got this really nice kind of creamy mouthfeel to it. Super coating. It's pretty smooth for basically 12%. There is some warmth in the chest, although I think some of that, you know, it probably is partly from the cinnamon too, I don't know. But there is definitely some warmth to this one, but it's not boozy, which is kind of nice. I'm trying to compare this to the original, and I don't know. I do like how big and chocolatey and how much that vanilla kind of adds to it. Again, it's kind of like just brownies and chocolate cake and then almost like cinnamon kind of frosting or something like that too, because there's a lot of sweetness to this one. At the same time, though, the coffee's a little bit weaker, which disappoints me. That was always something that was huge in the original. And then, of course, excuse me, gosh, the fact that there is so much cinnamon. I think the more I drink it, the more cinnamon's coming out, and I think it's a little bit too much cinnamon. Just for me personally, cinnamon I think is something that, again, that I mentioned, I think you can overdo it. I think they might have overdone it just a tad. I wish the coffee was more prevalent. I definitely wish the barrel was more prevalent in this one too. Not a bad beer, still a great beer, but I don't think that, at least for me personally, I don't like it as much as the regular Big Bad Baptist. So in terms of rating, guys, I'm going with a 9.1 out of 10. It's delicious, decadent, dessert kind of sipping beer. Again, a little bit too much cinnamon. Wish there was a little bit more coffee and bourbon and kind of the barrel. But that being said, it is still a really damn delicious beer. And if you guys have had this beer or the original, please let me know down in the comments below. Alrighty guys, thank you so much for watching. If you like this video, please make sure to hit the like button. If you want to see more, make sure to subscribe. And remember, I hope whatever you're doing involves good craft beer. Cheers.